Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is the second video in my Nautical series, and I hope you enjoy it. Let's get started. So for this first project, I'm taking a sign from Dollar Tree. It was an Easter sign. There you go, there are the bunnies. And I am just taking some putty and filling in the holes where the hanger was. And now that that's done, I am going to take some craft paper and I am going to just cut a piece off, and I'm going to hot glue it to the back to cover up those cute little bunnies. And then I'm just going to take some scissors and I am going to just trim the excess off. And now I'm going to use some Waverly chalk paint in the color Elephant, and I am just going to give the sign one coat because I don't want to cover everything completely. I want it to look a little streaky. Now I'm just taking my my hot gun and heat gun, sorry, and I'm just drying it off a little bit, and then doing a little bit of touch up. And then I'm just gonna set that aside so I can start working on my flip-flops. So I got these flip-flops from the Dollar Tree, and I am going to tear them apart. So I'm just kind of disassembling everything, cutting off the plastic thong part on both feet. And now that that's done, I am just going to thread some of the clothesline. At first, I thought I was going to tie a knot, but then after kind of examining things and thinking about it a little further, I realized that it wasn't going to work, and I was going to need to take a different approach. So here I'm just trying to take the stickers off of the candles that I'm going to be using in this project. And now here I'm just trying to measure the clothesline that I'm going to, the length that I'm going to need. And this is when I realized that, hey, this isn't going to work this way. So I cut that knot off, and I decide I'm going to thread it through the back part of the flip-flop, and then go in where the toe would be. And then I will end up cutting a piece you'll see here, which I'm going to thread into the other side of the back of the flip-flop. And then I will thread both pieces into where the toe part goes, and that will be where everything gets tied together. And now I'm just trying to measure the rope some more and make sure that it's going to hold some of the candle for me. And then I take some of the super glue, the gel, and I'm going to use that on the candle as well as some hot glue. And I'm just going to glue it where I would like it to sit. And after that, then I'm going to just kind of tack the pieces of rope to the bottom part of the candle. And I do end up running the rope right down the bottom of the candle, and then I just flip it over, and I'm just going to hot glue the rope to the back of the flip-flop, and then this particular flip-flop will be done. And then I'm just going to take the second flip-flop, and I am going to repeat the whole process with, threading the rope, and then gluing in the candle, and just kind of gluing everything into place. And now I'm just taking the sign again, and for some reason, every time I put the craft paper on the back, I always forget to leave a spot to glue the hanger. So I'm just cutting a piece here, and then I'm going to just lift it up, and I am going to squirt a very generous amount of glue in there, and then just add the wire to it. I mean the the rope to it, and just make sure that it's pretty strong. And then just flip it over. I'm going to place the flip-flops on the sign, and just try to figure out the placement. And then I'm going to take some of the super glue, just like the liquid kind as opposed to the gel. And I just use some of that. And then I'm going to use a ton of hot glue to make sure that this does not come apart. So now I kind of feel like it still needs something. So I pulled out a bunch of my beach stickers, and I'm just kind of playing around trying to figure out which ones I think will look best. So once I settle on the stickers that I want to use, I'm just going, they have like little the puffy tapes squares, whatever they're called. But anyways, I am just putting some hot glue on there just to make sure that they don't fall off. And I do that to both pieces. After that, I just add a little flour, and that is the end of that. And this is the finished product. I love this so much, guys. I know I say this a lot, but I really love this. Let me know what you guys think. Now for this next project, I found these little houses at the Dollar Tree. And as much as I love the saying, I decided that I was going to paint over it. So I work on getting that sand dollar, the sparkly sand dollar off. It's just a sticker. And then I take the finger sander and just kind of flatten everything out so that I can start painting. And then I use the elephant. Guys, let me just stop here. I don't know about you guys, but I can never get these stickers off. Even with the heat gun, I still have a problem. I would say 90% of the time, this is what happens to me. And I really have to work at it to get it off. But anyways, so once I get the sticker off, I am going to take the elephant chalk paint, and I am going to paint the roof and like the front part of the house. And now I'm just going to do the body of the house in the Waverly White chalk paint. And I do end up having to give this 2 coats. So while that is drying, I take what I think is the transfer tape that I purchased at Hobby Lobby. It's the Paper Studio brand, and I later discovered that it's actually stencil paper that I used, or stencil vinyl, but that's okay, no big deal. It was kind of a waste of one sheet, but again, no big deal. So I'm just cutting that out to size, and I have this vinyl that I cut out on the Cricut that I am going to put on the house. And now I'm just going to take some more of that clothesline rope, and I am just going to outline the rooftop with that to just kind of cover up the fact that I couldn't get the elephant and the white to have like a clean line between them. So anyway, nobody's going to notice because now I have this rope on it. And now I'm just going to take a couple cute little stickers to embellish it a little bit, and that'll be the end of that. And that is the end of that one. I think this is so stinking cute. Let me know what you guys think. And now for this last project, I had this little Easter piece of decor, and I am just going to give it a couple coats of the Waverly chalk paint in Ocean. apologize for being out of frame here. I didn't really realize it, but just painting at this point, and I think that we all know how to paint by now. So I didn't think you guys would mind too much. And now I'm just going to cut out all of the pieces that I had cut off from my Cricut, and I am going to use that same stencil sheet to add all of the wording to this blue box. So here you'll notice my little mistake. Because this is stencil instead of the transfer tape, it is so much more sticky than the regular transfer tape. So when I was pulling this off, it took some of my paint with it. That's okay, we end up fixing it in the end, but yeah, kind of bummed me out a little bit. But like I said, we figured it out. So I cut out this little wave border on the Cricut, and because it was so big, I didn't really need the transfer tape, so I just kind of peeled it off and used it sort of as a sticker. So here I am just kind of going through everything, trying to figure out a way to camouflage my mistake here. So looking through some stickers, and I end up coming out with something. And then after I add all of the stickers, embellishments, I decide that I am going to just take some of the white Waverly chalk paint and do a little bit of dry brushing. I really tried not to get too heavy-handed. I think for the most part I did okay. And this is the final product. I think it's so adorable. I'm glad I decided to do the dry brushing on it. But anyway, I think it's so stinking cute. I already said that. And you can't really tell where I messed up, so I think it's okay. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. I want to thank you for watching this video. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, I hope that you will consider doing so. Hit that bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a video. Don't forget to hit the like button and share with your family and friends. And I will see you next time. Bye.